Now let's go through how we can use Audacity to export MP3 files so that we can do read aloud tests in other programs that don't offer that as a feature. So the first thing we'll need to do is open up Audacity. We'll need to have whatever we want to read in front of us so that we can start recording. It's a pretty simple program because once you are in Audacity, you'll see this record button here, and once you press it, you start recording. So you can see exactly when you're talking, when you're not talking. So it's pretty simple to go through and spot these things. One thing that I like to do though is go through and use this to edit out spaces whenever I didn't really intend there to be a space, or if I messed up while I was reading the question. For instance, if I messed up, all I'd have to do is pause, and then I would know that that would be the section I would want to go back in and edit. Whenever I'm done, I just hit stop, and it will stop recording, and then I can go back in and edit. One thing I like to do when I edit is listen to it so that I know if I messed up at a certain point. And in order to get rid of it, all I have to do is take my cursor, highlight what I want to delete, and then just hit delete, and that's it. It's a really simple program to go through and edit your audio clips so that you don't have to re-record all these things over and over and over again. Now, you have a few options. If you want to do the whole test like this and just have the student pause or play whenever they want to hear something read aloud, then you can do that, or you can do it question by question. If you do it question by question, then you'll have to save your MP3 after each question. That's really up to you. I think that it's a better experience for the student whenever you have it done for each question, but it's a little bit more time consuming for you. If you know this up front though and you have enough time, it's really not that difficult to go through and do it question by question though. So now let's see how we export that. Let's say that this was just one question. So I'm going to go to File, and I'm going to hit Export Audio. It'll be important to know exactly what file you saved it in. For mine, I have it set so that it'll save in Audacity so that I know. You might want to save it to your desktop or to a separate folder. I mean, that's completely up to you. Just know exactly where you saved these things. So I might say that this is my science test and question 1. That way I know exactly what it is. So you'll want to do the topic or something so that you can identify it. And then I'm going to hit save. Now let's go through and look at how we can put that MP3 audio into a question within Canvas. Canvas is great, but it doesn't offer a read aloud option for us. So I already have my quiz here. I'm in edit mode. So what I need to do is go through and just add in the audio. If you already have your questions, then this will be really simple because you can just go and edit each question. I don't, so I'm just going to put question 1 so we can see some text. And what I want to do is go to Files over here on the right, and I want to upload a new file. When I do that, it will allow me to choose a file. I'm going to select my test question. This is why it's important that you remembered exactly what you named it and where it's located. And then I'm going to hit Upload. And once I do that, you'll see that it's here. I need to make sure that I go down here and hit Update Question so that it saves my question, and there is my read aloud. So let me show you what this looks like from the student's perspective. When I go in here and preview this, what they see is the question that you have, and then they have the option to click down here to do read aloud. Since I'm currently recording, it won't let me play it, but it will play this for the student. When it's done, they can select the answer, and then they can go to the next question. So it's a really simple process once you get the hang of it, but this will allow you to do read aloud within Canvas.